Alaska, the largest state in the United States by area, is a land of extremes, offering vast wilderness, dramatic landscapes, unique wildlife, and a culture that blends indigenous heritage with frontier spirit. Whether you are planning a vacation, a road trip, or an adventurous expedition, Alaska offers unforgettable experiences. This guide covers everything you need to know to explore Alaska safely, efficiently, and memorably. Alaska, the northernmost state of the United States, is a land of extremes, immense in size, breathtaking in beauty, and rich in adventure. Covering over 663,000 square miles, Alaska is larger than Texas, California, and Montana combined, yet it is sparsely populated, which allows for vast stretches of untouched wilderness. The state is renowned for its glaciers, soaring mountains, abundant wildlife, and vibrant indigenous cultures. For travelers seeking adventure, solitude, or a deeper connection with nature, Alaska offers experiences unlike anywhere else in the world. Alaska, the largest state in the United States, is located in the far northwest of North America. It is bordered by Canada to the east, the Arctic Ocean to the north, and the Pacific Ocean to the south and west. Alaska is known for its diverse geography, which includes vast mountain ranges, expansive forests, tundra, glaciers, and thousands of rivers and lakes. The state is home to North America's highest peak, Denali, formerly Mount McKinley, which rises to 20,310 feet, 6,190 meters. Alaska experiences a wide range of climates. The southern coastal areas, including cities like Juneau and Ketchikan, have a maritime climate with mild temperatures and heavy rainfall. Interior regions, such as Fairbanks, have a continental climate with extremely cold winters and warm summers. The northernmost part of Alaska, the Arctic region, experiences polar climate conditions with long, harsh winters and short, cool summers. Alaska is also known for its long summer daylight hours and extremely short winter days, especially above the Arctic Circle. History. Alaska has a rich history that dates back thousands of years. Indigenous peoples, including the Inuit, Aleut, and various Native American groups, have lived in Alaska for millennia. In 1741, Russian explorer Vitus Bering led an expedition that marked the beginning of Russian interest in the region. Russia established trading posts and settlements in Alaska, primarily for fur trading. In 1867, the United States purchased Alaska from Russia for $7.2 million, a transaction often called Seward's Folly after U.S. Secretary of State William H. Seward. At the time, many Americans considered the purchase unnecessary, but it later proved to be highly valuable due to Alaska's abundant natural resources. Alaska became the 49th state of the United States on January 3, 1959. Alaska's economy is heavily influenced by its natural resources. The state is one of the largest oil producers in the United States, with major oil fields such as Prudhoe Bay and the Trans-Alaska Pipeline System playing critical roles. Fishing is also a key industry, especially salmon, halibut, and crab. Other important sectors include tourism, forestry, and mining, particularly for gold and other minerals. Alaska is unique in that it distributes a portion of its oil revenue directly to residents through the Alaska Permanent Fund. This fund provides annual payments, known as the Permanent Fund Dividend, to eligible residents, making it one of the few states in the U.S. to directly share resource wealth with its citizens. Culture and people. Alaska has a diverse cultural heritage influenced by its indigenous peoples, Russian settlers, and more recent American residents. Indigenous communities continue to maintain their traditions, including subsistence hunting, fishing, storytelling, and handicrafts. Festivals and events celebrating Native Alaskan culture, such as the World Eskimo Indian Olympics, are held annually. Modern Alaska has a mix of urban and rural communities. Anchorage, the largest city, is a hub for commerce and culture, while smaller towns often maintain traditional lifestyles. Dog mushing, particularly the famous Iditarod Trail sled dog race, remains a celebrated sport and cultural event in the state. Wildlife and natural beauty. Alaska is famous for its stunning natural beauty and wildlife. The state is home to large populations of brown bears, black bears, moose, caribou, wolves, and bald eagles. Coastal waters host whales, sea otters, seals, and seabirds. National parks like Denali National Park, Kenai Fjords National Park, and Glacier Bay National Park attract millions of visitors each year for hiking, wildlife viewing, and glacier exploration. Alaska's glaciers, fjords, and mountainous terrain provide opportunities for outdoor recreation, including skiing, kayaking, hiking, and fishing. Aurora borealis, or the northern lights, is a spectacular natural phenomenon visible in the winter months, drawing tourists and scientists alike. Alaska has more coastline than all other U.S. states combined. Despite being the largest state, it has one of the lowest population densities. The state has more than 3 million lakes and over 100,000 glaciers. The midnight sun in summer allows for nearly 24 hours of daylight in northern Alaska. Alaska is home to the Iditarod Trail sled dog race, which covers over 1,000 miles. Alaska's glaciers can look brilliantly blue because the ice is so dense it absorbs all colors except blue, and touching it for too long can actually give a mild frostbite. In Dawson City, you can sip the infamous sourdough cocktail, which features a preserved human toe that must touch your lips. Massive caribou herds, sometimes numbering over 300,000, migrate across the tundra like living rivers. The state is so large that it spans multiple time zones, with most of it on Alaska time but the Aleutian Islands on Hawaii Aleutian time. Salmon can leap astonishingly high waterfalls up to 12 feet to continue their upstream journey. Reindeer, or caribou, roam freely in the wild, giving the landscape a uniquely Arctic feel. In 1964, the Good Friday earthquake triggered landslides that swallowed entire towns, a reminder of Alaska's raw geological power. Some volcanoes trap ice and snow inside, forming frozen tunnels that exist year-round, and the interior is infamous for mosquito swarms so large they look like clouds of tiny birds. Despite its size, Alaska has fewer people than Texas, yet you could fit the entire lower 48 inside its borders and still have room to spare. Coastal areas have faced massive tsunamis triggered by earthquakes, while sled dogs in small towns often outnumber cars, showing that Alaska still moves at its own pace. The Arctic woolly bear moth survives winter by freezing completely solid, then thawing in spring to carry on as if nothing happened. People even harvest pure glacier ice for drinking water, and some still pan for gold in rivers, continuing the legacy of the historic gold rush. Extreme tides can temporarily reverse the flow of rivers, and in certain areas, hunting bears from plains is legal under strict regulations. Ghost towns like Kennecott preserve abandoned copper mines as frozen snapshots of history. Roads like the Dalton Highway climb mountains, cross rivers, and cut through nearly untouched wilderness, while towns in the interior experience staggering temperature swings from -80 degrees in winter to 90 degrees in summer, a 170-degree difference that few places on Earth can match. Alaska stands out as one of the most unique and fascinating states in the United States. From its dramatic landscapes and extreme climate to its rich cultural heritage and abundant natural resources, Alaska offers a glimpse into both the raw beauty of nature and the resilience of its people. Its history, economy, and traditions make it a vital part of the nation while preserving a distinctive identity all its own. This video is designed to provide everything needed to explore Alaska, from practical tips on travel and safety to immersive experiences in culture, outdoor activities, and cuisine. Whether planning a short visit or an extended expedition, this narrative will help you navigate the vast landscapes of the last frontier. Alaska's geography is remarkably diverse. The southeastern region, often called the Panhandle, includes Juneau, Sitka, and Ketchikan, where temperate rainforests, fjords, and coastal islands dominate the landscape. This area is known as the Inside Passage and is accessible primarily by boat or plane, creating an environment of serene isolation. South Central Alaska, home to Anchorage, the Kenai Peninsula, and the Chugach Mountains, combines urban convenience with direct access to wilderness. Hiking, fishing, and glacier tours are particularly popular in this region. Interior Alaska, encompassing Fairbanks and Denali National Park, experiences extreme temperatures, with hot summers and frigid winters. Its boreal forests, expansive rivers, and open tundra provide a perfect setting for observing wildlife and witnessing the aurora borealis. Northern Alaska, which includes Utqiagvik and the Arctic National Wildlife Refuge, is mostly tundra and permafrost, featuring polar conditions and breathtaking landscapes. Western Alaska is characterized by remote villages, vast river deltas, and deep indigenous heritage, offering visitors a glimpse into Alaska's traditional way of life. The climate in Alaska is as varied as its geography. The southeast experiences mild, wet winters and cool summers, while south-central Alaska has snowy winters and relatively mild summer conditions. The interior can be harsh, with winter temperatures dropping below -50 degrees Fahrenheit and summer temperatures occasionally reaching warmth that belies the region's northern location. The Arctic and northern regions experience long, dark winters and brief summers, making timing and preparation critical for any visit. Summer, from June to August, is generally the best time to explore most areas due to accessibility, daylight hours, and pleasant weather, while winter attracts travelers seeking snow sports and the mesmerizing northern lights. Reaching Alaska can be done by air, sea, or land. Anchorage and Fairbanks are the primary international airports, while smaller towns, including Juneau, rely on regional airports. Cruise ships departing from Seattle or Vancouver provide an excellent way to explore the Inside Passage, combining transportation with sightseeing. The Alaska Marine Highway system connects coastal towns via ferry, and the Alaska Highway, which stretches from Dawson Creek in British Columbia to Delta Junction in Alaska, allows travelers to experience the landscapes of Canada and the U.S. Northwest by road. Given Alaska's vast distances, planning your mode of transportation carefully is essential, as some towns, such as Juneau, are accessible only by plane or boat. Traveling through Alaska requires preparation and awareness of unique challenges. Fishing and hunting require state-issued permits, and visiting national parks often involves entrance fees or advanced reservations. Some areas, particularly those managed by Indigenous communities, may require permission or guided access. While rental cars are available in Anchorage, Fairbanks, and Juneau, smaller towns often require walking, biking, or flights via small regional airlines. Ferries and bush planes serve remote locations. Safety is paramount, particularly in wilderness areas. Carrying bear spray, avoiding hiking alone in remote locations, and monitoring weather conditions closely are all important considerations. Packing wisely is equally essential. Layered clothing with moisture-wicking base layers, insulating mid-layers, and waterproof outer shells will prepare travelers for Alaska's changing conditions. Waterproof boots, jackets, sunglasses, sunscreen, insect repellent, binoculars, and cameras are highly recommended. Outdoor adventures are central to any Alaskan experience. Hiking ranges from gentle trails near Anchorage to challenging backcountry treks in Denali National Park, where North America's highest peak, Mount Denali, rises majestically to over 20,000 feet. Kenai Fjords National Park offers coastal hikes and glacier views, while Chugach State Park provides panoramic views accessible even for short-day hikes. Wrangell St. Elias National Park, one of the largest in the country, offers remote trails and glaciers for those seeking solitude. Wildlife viewing is abundant, with opportunities to see black and grizzly bears, moose wandering along rivers, humpback and orca whales along the coastline, and a variety of birds including puffins and bald eagles. Fishing in Alaska is legendary, with salmon, halibut, and trout being the primary catches. Kayaking in fjords, glacial lakes, or along the coast provides a serene way to experience the state's landscapes. River rafting, particularly near Fairbanks or the Kenai Peninsula, offers exhilarating adventures for thrill seekers. Winter transforms Alaska into a snowy playground where dog sledding, snowmobiling, and ice fishing allow visitors to experience the state's traditional winter sports. The northern lights can be observed from late September through April, with Fairbanks and Arctic regions providing some of the most spectacular displays. Alaska's culture is as rich as its natural environment. Indigenous communities, including the Inuit, Yupik, Tlingit, Haida, Aleut, and Athabascan peoples, have inhabited Alaska for thousands of years, and their traditions continue to shape the state today. Cultural centers, museums, and local festivals showcase native art, dance, storytelling, and craftsmanship. Totem poles, particularly in Sitka and Ketchikan, reflect spiritual and historical narratives that have been passed down for generations. Frontier towns also preserve a pioneer spirit, with small diners, museums, and historic buildings reflecting the Gold Rush era. Skagway and Nome, for instance, allow visitors to experience restored structures and follow historic trails. Alaska cities each have their own appeal. Anchorage, the largest city, combines urban conveniences with proximity to wilderness, offering cultural attractions such as the Alaska Native Heritage Center and outdoor experiences along the Tony Knolls Coastal Trail. Fairbanks serves as a gateway to the Arctic Circle, providing Northern Lights tours, riverboat excursions, and visits to historic Gold Rush sites. Juneau, the state capital, can only be reached by air or sea, and is home to attractions such as Mendenhall Glacier and whale-watching excursions. Seward and the Kenai Peninsula offer glacier cruises, fishing opportunities, and kayaking adventures in Kenai Fjords National Park. Denali National Park is renowned for its wildlife and proximity to Mount Denali, with guided hikes and bus tours allowing safe access to its backcountry regions. Unique experiences abound throughout Alaska. Glacier viewing can be enjoyed via helicopter tours, boat cruises, or treks directly onto the ice. Dog sledding remains a quintessential Alaskan adventure, offering visitors a chance to experience traditional transportation methods. Hot springs, such as Chena Hot Springs near Fairbanks, provide relaxation amid the rugged landscape. Alaska is home to numerous cultural events and festivals, including the Alaska Folk Festival, the Iditarod Sled Dog Race, and various native celebrations, all of which provide insight into the state's vibrant community life. Alaska's cuisine emphasizes fresh and local ingredients. Seafood dominates, with salmon, halibut, king crab, and shellfish featured in many dishes. Game meat such as moose, caribou, and reindeer is commonly served, reflecting both tradition and local abundance. Wild berries and foraged foods, including blueberries, cranberries, and herbs, complement meals, while craft beers, berry wines, and locally roasted coffee offer a taste of Alaskan beverages. Regional specialties, such as smoked salmon, halibut tacos, and reindeer sausage, provide visitors with authentic culinary experiences. Accommodation options in Alaska are diverse. Hotels and lodges are available in Anchorage, Fairbanks, and Juneau, offering comfort and convenience. Cabins and lakeside lodges provide immersive wilderness experiences, while state park campgrounds allow travelers to connect with nature directly. Cruise ships combine lodging with travel, particularly along the coastline, offering a unique way to experience Alaska's fjords and islands. Practical considerations are important for any Alaska trip. The US dollar is the primary currency, and credit cards are widely accepted. Cell service is limited in remote areas, so satellite communication may be necessary for wilderness excursions. Mosquitoes can be abundant in the summer, making insect repellent essential. Emergency services are accessible in most towns, but travelers venturing into the backcountry should have plans for medical emergencies or evacuation. Environmental responsibility is critical in Alaska. The state's ecosystems are fragile, and visitors are encouraged to follow leave no trace principles, avoid disturbing wildlife, and remain on designated trails. Proper disposal of waste and respect for natural habitats ensures that Alaska's wilderness remains pristine for future generations. For travelers seeking structured plans, suggested itineraries can provide guidance. A week-long adventure might begin in Anchorage, explore nearby trails, visit the Kenai Peninsula, and spend 2 days in Denali National Park before traveling to Fairbanks for northern lights viewing and returning to Anchorage. A 2-week comprehensive tour could include Anchorage, Seward, Homer, Kenai Fjords, Denali, Fairbanks, the Arctic Circle, and Nome, incorporating hiking, wildlife tours, glacier exploration, fishing, and cultural experiences. Alaska is more than a destination, it is a journey into one of the last frontiers of the world. Its soaring mountains, massive glaciers, pristine forests, and rich culture provide travelers with experiences that are unforgettable and often transformative. Proper planning, preparation, and a respectful attitude toward nature are essential to fully enjoy the state. Alaska promises adventure, serenity, and memories that will last a lifetime. Thank you for watching this video.